Alexis on fire.
Scientist.
Wolf Mother, Finger 11.
Anti-flag.
Lily Allen,
Chaos.
and you're watching the Adlercast.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Adlercast. My name is Adler. Today's guest's biggest claim to fame would be landing the lead single for the soundtrack for Snakes on a Plane. I know, it was a huge movie, right? That snake spoke to the guy. That snake gave him a total 180 in his life. He was originally in the band Midtown. Now he's got Cobra Starship, a lawsuit with Gwen Stefani. Lots going on with Gabe Saporta, and we're going to talk to him today on the Adlercast.
Why don't we get into the band story a little bit? Because, I mean, originally this wasn't your band. You were in Midtown, and then you started this one. Tell us the story of how that happened.
My fly's open. Are we getting that on camera?
Really?
Yeah. Should I close it or should I just leave it open? If it's not gonna be on camera, I'm cool with it. I was deciding. I'm like, I looked down, I see my fly's open. I'm like, should I close it or is it not gonna be on camera? But then I just figured I would talk about it, be upfront.
I was gonna say, if you close it, it'll draw attention to it, and you certainly don't want that.
Exactly. Well, or do I?
Help me with my zipper.
Yeah, I was in Midtown, and I mean that was like my baby. I started doing that when I was real young, and I basically learned everything about the music industry and music and songwriting through that band. Like when I started, I didn't know how to sing, I didn't know how to write songs. Some of those lessons were a little painful. So
What do you mean? Like what kinds of lessons?
well, like lessons that you gotta. Like when you start playing music, you don't play music to be in the music industry. You start playing music because you love it, and then all of a sudden you get in the music industry, and then it's like you take it very personally because it's something that you love, and it's your friends, and you want to do something together with them, with your boys and stuff, and it's like that's the same reason like sometimes that you sign to record companies or do anything, work with certain people, and then maybe those people work with you for a minute, and then maybe they don't want to work with you anymore, and then you take it personally, but for them it's just business, so you gotta kind of learn to do business, and I was never a business dude. I was just a punk rock kid.
So now that you've learned all of that, I mean, through the other band, what kinds of things are you doing differently now to make it work as a business?
I don't fight with anybody. I used to just fight all the time with everybody about everything because you have as an artist you have a creative vision and you don't want to compromise that in any way, and like sometimes you feel like when the control starts to leave from your hands that you're compromising immediately. It's a huge balancing act, Cold sweats, I'm like on the verge of death, and like I wake up like a week later and that Cobra's still there, and he starts speaking to me, and the Cobra tells me that he was sent from the future to find me, to teach me how to dance and make beats.
Really?
Yeah.